and the feldspars around it weathered out, and so this little quartz crystal fell out and was washed around by streams or blown by the wind. Might have traveled quite a bit in the centuries, carried by rivers, washed along on beaches, until finally, one day in the Ordovician, Ralphie'd been doing all this traveling, washing around. One day in the Ordovician period, a wave washed Ralphie up here, and then the next wave washed some more sand up, and there was a net influx of sand, and Ralphie became buried. Layer after layer of sand on top of Ralphie. Another 10 million years of gradual sand deposition here. And then came the Platteville, deposited on top of that as sea level got deeper. Sea level got higher and the layers were accumulating. So Ralphie just buried deeper and deeper and deeper. The dinosaurs walking around up here, 200 million years ago. Again, 1,000 feet above us, they're walking around. Ralphie's down here, fused together with the other grains, and Ralphie, you can't tell how things are going to wash around. Turns out Ralphie is stuck here next to Earl. And Ralphie and Earl don't get along too well. But there they are. They've been stuck together, ever since the Ordovician. All those layers buried on top of them, Ralphie and Earl. And then, we're getting into more recent times. Layer after layers being eroded away. Rivers are cutting down through here. Within the last 1.5 million years, there were some glaciers that came across here and scraped off additional layers of rock. And then at the end of the last ice age, the Rock River was flowing and gradually cutting down deeper and deeper, and more and more sand grains were being knocked off and blown away. Ice wedging separates out sand grains. Slowly, the surface has been getting closer. Just within the last few decades, these surfaces have become exposed here, and maybe it's only been a couple of years since the last rains washed away. And for the first time since the Ordovician, for the first time in 450 million years, Ralphie is now exposed to the sun and the wind again. And after 450 million years, next to Earl, there, just knocked him loose. First time that thing's moved in 450 million years. He's finally free from Earl. Now, next time it rains, that sand grain might wash on down into the river. The Rock River here flows into the Mississippi. It can carry it down to the mouth of the Mississippi. And eventually it'll get deposited someplace and buried by other layers. And Ralphie might spend another 500 million years or something locked away in another rock. So that's the